Good evening. Welcome to this new installment of US Politics Viewed by a Canadian. Tonight I'm going to talk about the 2024 presidential run since Donald Trump announced on Tuesday that he would be running for a third time for President of the United States. Now, possible other candidates for to run there. There's Ron DeSantis, just Florida governor. He just won big in his election, and he's the rising star of the Republican Party. Trump already gave him a nickname, calling him Ron the Sanctimonious. So you see right there that Donald Trump sees him really as a threat. And my opinion would be that he would be the only real threat to Donald Trump for the nomination. Mike Pence. Mike Pence, former vice president under Donald Trump's running mate, of course, will always be famous for resisting Trump's pressure to overturn the 2020 election, and will always be seen as a traitor for Trump by Trump supporters. Therefore, they will never back him. They will never back him up. So he already starts with a minus 30% because that's about how much Trump has of supporters in the Republican Party. Next, Glenn Youngkin, governor of Virginia. Again, Trump already started attacking him as well. Maybe he's a lesser threat, I would say, than Ron DeSantis. I was going to say Ron the Sanctimonious. So I'm sorry, Mr. DeSantis, and I did not mean that. If you're watching, so Glenn Youngkin was given a racist-sounding nickname by Donald Trump. He just separated the two syllables from his last name, making it sound Chinese. And he was even making fun of that. So you see right there how much of a despicable human being Donald Trump can be. Next, another one that's I don't see as a real threat right now would be Asa Hutchinson, Arkansas governor. He hinted a 2024 run on CNN last Sunday. So, is he going to run? We don't know. Former Secretary of State under Trump, Mike Pompeo. He did say that the party needs to move on from Trump after the midterms. Is he a real threat? I don't think so. Maybe in the future he's going to be. He's going to go, but right now I don't see him as a real threat to Donald Trump because Donald Trump has so many supporters from the Republican base, from the extreme right wing of the party, and you already have Marjorie Taylor Greene, you already have Lauren Boebert, you already have what's his name, Matt Gaetz, supporting Donald Trump already. So the extreme right wing of the party is already behind Donald Trump. That's a lot. And as soon as he announced his bid for 2024, those people jumped on the bandwagon right away. Now, there might be other candidates like Ted Cruz, but will he really run against Trump after licking his boots for 4 years? I don't think so. Tim Scott, he did say it's time to move on as well, but is he going to go against Trump? I don't think so. There's Nikki Haley. Now, this one is interesting because after January 6th and since then, she has been one that was saying that the party should move on from Trump. So is she gonna go at it? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So these are there's more candidates. Maybe Josh Hawley, but then again, I don't think so because Josh Hawley is literally licking Donald Trump's boots. So, there's maybe Rick Scott as well. So we'll see how it goes. Now, right now I'm talking to the Republican Party that wants to move on from Donald Trump. If you want to move on from Donald Trump, the only way possible for him to not get the nomination is by having only one person against him. Only one. And that would be Ron DeSantis. Now, Ron DeSantis might very well be beating the Democrats in 2024. Will it happen? I don't know. He's as big as a threat to Donald Trump as he is a big threat for the Oval Office in 2024. But he might be the only guy able to beat Donald Trump in the Republican primaries. Now, I'm talking to you, Republican wannabe candidates for 2024. The more candidates that are going to be in line for the 2024 presidential election, presidential nomination for the Republican Party, the easier it's going to be for Donald Trump to get the nomination. So if you want to get rid of Donald Trump, don't run. Don't do it. Let DeSantis take him on. The others, don't run. You're going to ruin everything. You're just going to give the nomination to Donald Trump on a silver platter. Do you really want to go through this again? I hope not. Do you really want to have, and if Donald Trump loses in 2024, do you want to have another 4 more years of the election was rigged, the election was stolen from us, I won this election? No, you don't want that. I don't want that. I'm a Canadian. I don't give a damn if you get stuck with Donald Trump another 4 years, except that United States relations will be at an all-time low once again. Relations with NATO allies will go down the drain again, and Donald Trump will just go be friends with Putin, Xi Jinping, Kim Jong-un, and every freaking dictator there is on earth. And think about that. Okay? If Donald Trump gets reelected in 2024, which I hope won't happen, which I hope he won't be even able to run because of all the criminal investigations against him, that would make him not eligible to run. So I really hope that the DOJ will finish by indicting him and have a prosecution and put him in prison, because that's where he goes. That's where he should be. Anyone in the United States who would have taken documents, classified documents, and bring him at their home would already be in prison right now. So if Donald Trump is saying that, well, I'm not treated fairly, he's having a privilege right now. He's being privileged to not be in prison already. So he should thank the DOJ for not indicting him yet. But anyway, I digress. So to end this video, I urge Republicans that are thinking about running for the 2024 presidential election, the presidential nomination for the Republican Party, don't do it. Let one guy go for it. Ron DeSantis. I think he's the only one, and I regret to say that. I'm not a fan of Ron DeSantis, but he's the only one who I think can beat Donald Trump for the nomination. Have a nice evening.